I mean, for me, question. I feel like I'm a good example of someone who really, really doesn't know anything. So it's sort of weird that I work here. Let's not get into that. But
you do know
I know stuff now, but I really didn't before. And I think that it's important to remember that that's a problem, and that we all should. Like, I think it is. It's an issue. I think it's an issue that maybe our parents' generation didn't, like, maybe they didn't consider the loss of, like, the shared cultural knowledge that was passed on from generation to generation about the basics of food production. Yeah. Maybe they didn't see that as, like, a crisis or something. But I think that it is, if we lose all that knowledge, it is a crisis. And it's not well documented because it's not something that people previously thought was rocket science. They were like, what? You don't know how to plant a seed? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're not, like, that's crazy. I don't even think people would have thought about that.
Yeah.
And so I would like to see a lot of people come up here, a lot. Like, we've had, since I started working here in September, we've had over 400 people ask if they can volunteer.
Wow.
In 1 year. That's too many volunteers.
Right.
But they're mostly, what they're asking is, like, they're always like, I don't know anything. I don't know how to, is it okay? Can I come volunteer? I just want to learn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Here's your pin.
Yeah. Here's the secret password.
Here's the secret treehouse code. But, yeah, it'd be neat if we decided it was a security crisis issue and made it part of elementary school curriculum to grow food, grow a little, so that it, somehow find a way in this society where we're not all, in the past, I think I read somewhere that, like, previously, like, 90% of people were involved in, like, food production, and now it's something like 7% or something, or like 2%. So, we're not all going to be farmers, but it would be neat if there was a way to make it part of people's lives again, so that if the apocalypse did come, or, okay, scratch the apocalypse, if just because it's a nice thing, it's part of human existence, right?
Yeah.
We should have a little bit of a part of our lives.
And it's, like, really, can be a really healing experience.
Yeah, and
healthy.
So that's been really exciting for me as someone who didn't grow up growing anything, to just plant a tomato plant and watch it grow, get some tomatoes off it.
Yeah.
Learn, like, radishes, you can harvest them early, or, like, and then later you get your onions. It's neat just to learn these basic things that some people would probably take for granted as basic knowledge.
Yeah.
Now I too take for granted. Never. I will never take it for granted. This knowledge is gold.
Yeah, no, it's sacred knowledge.